Hey guys, this is Miss Martin here. Since I'm not at school today, I am reading your study guide and going over your study guide with you. This is almost exactly what I would do if I was there, so really pay attention, okay? There's 3 parts to this video. The first one is going to go over the first 2 pages, okay? And then then the other one's the graphing section, and then the measuring thermometer and triple beams. Okay, so your first one, it's not all the way up to the 37 mark. Okay, since it's not all the way up there, it's 36 milliliters. Okay, second graduated cylinder, again, it's not all the way up to that half mark. Okay, so 5.4 milliliters would be your best answer. Do not go over that on there. It's better to round down than to go up to the next higher one that the mark's not really at. Okay. On this one, I put in red lines here, almost as close to where I could get it. Okay. That it should be on that second line. Okay. The red line should really be on that second line up from 49. And the one on with 68 milliliters should be the second one down from 70. Okay. That one's a lot closer. I'm measuring the line. I have a ruler at home. Okay. Use centimeters. Okay, to measure the first one, 2.9. So again, if you're at 3 or you're at 2.8, you're okay. Okay, that you're in that range. So just pay attention to your units. The next one, okay, you're measuring in millimeters. Little itty bitty tiny lines in there. Okay, so 43 millimeters. Right? How do you find the volume of a regular shaped object? Regular shaped objects would be like a box, right, that has length, width, and height easily done on there. So length times width times height. I did it in symbols and then I did it in words. Okay, so they're the same answer, just different ways to look at it. For the next 6 through 10, you had to use your King Henry died drinking chocolate milk chart. Okay, this guy right here. Kilograms to centigrams, K to C. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps to the left, or to the right, sorry. 5 jumps to the right. Okay, so the 16, since we don't see a decimal point there's no decimal point. Okay, it is all the way back on the behind the 6. Okay, so no decimal point, we do 5 jumps back from the 6. Number 7, milligrams to hectograms. Okay, that's going to be 5 jumps again, but it's going to be the other way. It's going to be to the left. Or milligrams to hectograms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, I went the wrong way. Okay, so watch me in action. Okay, here's our decimal point. We are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. Okay, 5 jumps to the right or to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put our decimal point. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros there. Okay, so 4 zeros in front of our 4 zeros in front. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. And that's where that guy goes. Okay. Gotta pay attention on there. I always mess something up. So pay attention to that. We're going bigger to smaller. Milliliters to liters. Okay, milliliters to liters. We're going to go from the right to the left. We're going to the left. Decimal point is right here. Okay, you're going to go 1, 2, 3 jumps to the left. Okay. Meters to millimeters. We're moving to the right. Okay, decimal point starts right behind the 2. We're going to move 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 to the right. 55.2 decaliters to deciliters. DA is deca, that big D. Okay, big D to little d, that's 2 jumps. Okay, we're right behind the second 5. 1, 2 jumps. Okay. 11, calculate the volume of the following block. So we're going to use number 5 on that with the length times width times height. Okay. I got a length of 2.2 centimeters, a width of 0.8 centimeters, and a height of 1.8 centimeters. Multiply all of those together, I got 3.168 centimeters cubed. Look at that little 3 right there. Okay, centimeters cubed. If you have different measurements, your length, width, and height are different measurements, you're going to get a different number when you multiply them together. As long as you are within that length, right, that 1 to 2, or 1 plus or minus mine. So if you had 2.3, 0.9, and 1.9, your measurements were just 1 bigger than mine. I'll multiply them together and see if I get the same answer as you. Right? It'll be okay if they're not exact. Okay, water displacement. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. Okay, there are 3 steps to water displacement. We wrote them down in our notes. Okay, they are here again. You got them asked on the skills check. Guess what's going to be on your test? I'll give you one guess. Okay, water displacement. Find the volume of an irregular object. Irregular object is something that doesn't have length times width times height. Okay, a battery, a screw, a key, a toy dinosaur. Okay, your 3 steps are right here. Okay, find the volume of the water before, drop the object in, measure the water again, and then subtract the difference. Okay, so right here, volume of the water before, 16 milliliters. It counts by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 12, 14, 16. We drop the ball in. The 3rd step right here, to measure it afterwards, it counts by 2s. That big line's 20, 22, 24. Okay, 24 minus 16, we have 8 milliliters. Okay, 3 steps to measure an irregular shaped object. Find the volume of the water before, drop the object in, find the difference, subtract. Most important safety rule. This was another one that was missed a lot. Following the teacher's directions, following my directions, what I have to say. Okay. And then what's the first thing you should do if you break something? You need to tell the teacher. Okay. Tell me. Don't worry about cleaning. If it's something sharp or whatever, I'll clean it up. So tell me first. Okay. Before you clean anything up. Okay. Are there any, if you have any questions, okay, write them down right now on a piece of paper. Before the test tomorrow, when I ask about questions, let me know. Okay, so plus or minus 1. So if you have 35, if you have 37 on number 1, you're okay. If you have 5.4, 5.3, not 5.5, or 37 would not be okay for this because it's above. Okay, same thing for 5.5. I'm sorry. 5.5 would not be okay, and neither would 37 because that's above where the line is. Okay, we do not go above. Okay, my lines are super close to the right spot on here. Okay, within a few, there's a smidge. Okay, pay attention to what it counts by. Okay, measuring in centimeters. 2.9 centimeters. Okay, just took my ruler, went right up to it, okay, right up to the screen, measured 2.9. It wasn't all the way to the 3, okay, it was on that little line right next to the 3 there. Okay, millimeters, it's all those itty bitty lines in between there. Okay, so a little bit past the 4, 4.3. How do you measure a regular shaped object? Length times width times height. Length times width times height. Okay. 6 through 10. Okay. Use the sky. Use your King Henry died drinking chocolate milk words. Okay. Move that decimal place. Remember, if we do not have a decimal place, okay, like in the first one when it's 16, if we don't have a decimal place, okay, the decimal place is right behind those numbers. Okay, then move left or right from there. Okay, we went over length times width times height again, and I cannot stress this right here, guys. Please, 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 water displacement, irregular shaped object. Okay, follow the teacher's directions. Tell the teacher if you break something. Okay. Be awesome.